feel like you've improved the most on the past week?
I do not know. It's mainly just practicing the changes and everything, and from A to the song. I think I've gotten that pretty good.
Oh, for the chorus and
Yes, you said
guitar.
just to practice that.
Just that, yeah.
And also for Christmas, I actually got a slider, and I was wondering if you could show what it did.
Fun. It doesn't do anything. It just sits there. You actually have to use it. Put it on your finger and move it up and down.
What do you mean?
Why'd you buy it? I don't use it.
It's a size 9, so I don't know if it'll. Yeah.
I don't use one. I haven't used one in ages. But that's what it's for.
You just have to play with it.
Yeah, and yeah, you're gonna have to play around with it, look stuff up, because I have one, but I haven't used it in just absolute ages.
You like it, and it's like, ah.
Like maybe.
It sounds like a whiny cat to me.
Anyway, that's how it's done. But there's more to it than that. It's a really good article in a couple. Do you get the Acoustic Guitar Magazine yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, you gotta subscribe to that. Because a couple issues ago, there was a whole, and they do this every issue, the technical stuff, and there was a whole issue on using the slide on your guitar. I just got too many other things going on. I just can't do everything, you know. So, but that's how it's used. Often they'll play an open G tuning and use a slide, but I've seen guys do it. Just put it on their pinky and do some lead stuff with it, you know, over the top of stuff. Generally, country.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't seen it that much on acoustic guitar. It's mainly been like blues guitars or when they're
There's a lot
playing
of
blues or
acoustic.
jazz.
There's a lot of good acoustic guys who do it. You know, check it out. On that album that Tommy Emmanuel did called Accomplice One, where he did every song was a duo. One of the songs is Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, and the guy playing with him is playing the slide, and it sounds pretty cool.
I'll look that up.
Check it out. I think he's playing a dobro actually, so he may very well be holding it on his lap, but I don't know, maybe not. I haven't seen a video of it. But good. So you feel better with the change from A to C sharp minor. Let's see.
Yeah.
That is good. So now what you're going to do is. And you want this note to ring out because that's the note of the note. And then the pinky's going to go on the 7th fret. Yeah, so it's like that.
And then when you get better at that, you can add the little bass note.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always doing the bass. Like that.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you. Glad you agree with me. But that's good. You worked on that change. You got that down. Now the next step is to add in a little bit of melody notes. And see, you could be doing this the whole time. So work on that. Alternating the bass. Do this. Because it starts on that note. Good. All right, that's the idea. do it, but my guitar is always tuned down half a step when I'm
Why?
performing, because I can't reach some of them higher notes, so I tune it down half a step. Makes it easier for me to sing.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Like Blackbird. The note up here is D, which I can reach. Sometimes I can even get the E, but sometimes it's a string. Blackbird, blackbird singing in the dead of the sea. So I just made it a little easier on myself by going down half a step. Now I'm going to D flat instead of D. You don't have to work so hard. I also take these when I'm going to be singing, which is called Throat Calm. It's just a holistic, natural stuff. I get it at Target. And you take 2 of these under the tongue for an hour before you're going to sing, and then it soothes the throat, makes it easier.
Cool.
Little tricks of the trade.
How long have you been singing?
Probably a good 30 minutes now before you got here. I started singing as soon as I started playing, and I started playing at about 13. Because to me, that's what it was all about, was strumming and singing.
Wow.
That's what it was for. I didn't even think about doing instrumental. I mean, I really liked, me and a friend of mine, that was bad grammar, a friend of mine and I really liked Chet Atkins,
Yeah.
but it never occurred to me to learn to play the way he played. I just thought, well, that guy's really good, oh yeah. But his style wasn't, and we were more into the pop stuff, whatever kids were listening to at the time. Now I wish I had learn how to play like Chet Atkins at that age. Because as it is now, I'm just now developing the independent thumb thing, the Travis picking,
Travis
thing.
picking, yeah.
That I'm trying to get you to get into. In fact, you have that sheet handy?
Which,
The right hand picking thing. The right hand picking thing. Where's my I got too many books in this. I gotta get a bigger case, yeah.
Well, you have to get 2, stack them.
I don't want to. It's hard enough to go around with one.
What? Do you need a hand? You got it. Oh, you got it on your own.
Yeah. Thank you for offering. Tried it?
what does that look like? Sorry, I just,
How's your book divided?
it's divided
Your sections.
chords, songs, and then I have like techniques back.
Okay, it should be in your techniques if I've given it to you. And if I haven't, then that's just my brain.
Techniques, I have the strumming patterns and then the roots of rock. Sheet or whatever.
So I haven't given you that, okay. I thought I had. My bad.
I don't know how you can keep up with each student. Everybody's doing
Well, I try to
something
write
different.
things down, but I don't always remember to look.
Oh, no, he doesn't have that.
You don't have that?
Or,
Okay, first line. First line is just hold an E chord. Hold an E chord and do
E
sixth
string,
string, fourth string, fifth string, fourth string. So 6 4 5 4 6 4 5 4 6 4 5 4 6 4. Second measure is an A chord. Oh, I wrote some chords above, didn't I?
Yes,
I'm gonna
you have
give
G,
you. I'm
C,
gonna,
and D.
yeah, I'm gonna give you one that doesn't have C. You one that doesn't have something written above.
E.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay, second measure is an A chord, and your when you change chords, rule of thumb is first note is what?
The bass note.
The what note?
The bass note.
The.
Root note.
That's right. So second measure, if it's an A chord, the fifth string is A. So it's 5 4 6 4 5 4 6 4, right?
Yes.
Give me an A chord. 5 4 6 4 5 4. So let's start with the E again on the first measure. 6 4 5 4 6 4 5 4. Now switch to A. 5 4 6 4 5 4 6 4. Third measure will be D. So we'll start on the fourth string. 4, 3, 5, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3. And that's how I want you to do it at home. We're going to start with that. And I'm going to, in pencil, give you chord suggestions. E,
This
A.
will go really well with like a thumb pick if you would need.
A lot of guys do it with thumb picks. If you want to get into that, feel free.
Seen Tommy Emmanuel.
I don't like thumb picks. I like nails and flesh. That's just me. I sent you that link on that guy, didn't I? Explained
Yes.
to Adam why he went from a thumb pick to his flesh. I sent a link to somebody. Your mom, I think.
By your mom.
Yeah.
You have to get on her case if she's not sharing.
So I
this.
let him watch the Tommy Emmanuel one you sent me.
Oh yeah, did you see that whole concert?
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch
I
the whole
didn't watch
concert.
the whole
Okay,
thing. It was
parts
like 5 or 6 songs. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you see Billy Strings? He came on and played with him a little
I don't
later.
think you did, right?
Okay.
I'll go to that part.
Man, oh man, oh man. Now that Billy String is the flat picker, and it's amazing what he does.
You'll have to go back. I still have it. I'll have to go back and look at it.
Now, did I send it to
He
you?
sent it to me and I sent it to his mom.
Oh, I thought I sent it to his mom.
That's all right.
Initially.
It doesn't matter. It all
Did you
gets-
watch any of it?
No.
Okay.
I just
You listened
forwarded
to
the
it.
information.
It's very entertaining.
I just forwarded.
Do you have a Roku TV? Or a smart
Yes,
TV?
I
Because you can go onto
have-
YouTube on your TV,
Yeah.
and you can watch any of those things on the TV. You just punch in the name of the video.
That's the only way I watch YouTube is on TV.
Yeah. So let's go to the second line here. And we're gonna use the same chords, but this time we're pinching our strings along with the thumb, but the idea is that we're always having the thumb going, okay? So E chord, first measure, second line, is gonna be. But we're pinching, we're always using the thumb. What's happening with the other fingers is incidental. We got to keep that thumb going though. See, some people confuse it with this. It's not this. It's not alternating this and this. The thumb is always going. The thumb is always going. So it's. So E note, then pinch with the thumb the first 3 strings with these 3 fingers. So pinch, give me that pinch. Yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly. But no, so the thumb's got to play with those fingers. There you go. The thumb is always going. So, because remember on the first line we were just doing thumb. So all we're doing is adding to this. But this is the thing we're after, is this independent thumb. Now let's go to A. Now we're going to go to D. What happens with the D, we don't have as many strings to worry about, so we're just using fingers 1 and 2. We go, but we're still using the thumb on that 3rd string. Now let's go back to the E. You're not hitting your A.
Yeah.
Boom. I'll slow down. Oh, you're not hitting your A string. 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4. Remember, the key is that thumb is always doing the alternating thing, and then whatever happens with the other fingers is incidental. And as we move on through the bottom of this page and on to the intermediate and the advanced, there'll be a lot of different things going on besides just pinching along. Like, look at the very bottom line. Look at the first measure, number 13. See? Now we're doing this. We're pinching with the first note. See? So that's kind of a little trickier. Pinch, thumb, thumb, pinch, pinch, thumb, thumb, pinch, pinch. So you're doing 2 pinches in a row now instead of every other, see? thumb, thumb, pinch, pinch, thumb, thumb, pinch, pinch, thumb, thumb, pinch, pinch, thumb, thumb, pinch, pinch. See, a little trickier, huh? There you go. Oops, almost. There it
There's
is.
not just a thumb.
So work on this page at home. Do it slowly at first. Don't try to be fast. Get it smooth and where you comprehend what's happening, and we'll go from there. One of the things that I and I haven't done it well, so it might be a little rusty, is Mary Had a Little Hen. Let's see. Okay, but we do it with this. See?
Sounds much better, doesn't it?
See? With this alternating, with the bass going, the thumb going in the melody. So it's, and all of a sudden your brain's going, ah, you know, because it's something, it's completely different from this. And you get used to doing things like that. And then you go, this is like going back to square one. And it's just the mind goes, ah, you can't take it, you know, but eventually, it up. But there's songs like When You're Warm. It's better when I don't look at
There you go, Kaden,
Anyway,
there's
there
a
it
song
is.
for you. Next year for my birthday, you can play that. Learn that.
See, it only takes a few minutes to get back into something. And this is what I really emphasize with people.
Now that I hear it, I think I have. I'm 100% sure I've heard that song before.
You may
What's it called?
have, yeah. Chet Atkins, I'm not sure, I don't think he wrote it, but he made it popular in his day. And then Tommy Emmanuel, of course, plays it, and so do a lot of people. But that's a good demonstration, albeit not what I was planning on doing, that when you put time into something and you are experiencing this, it doesn't take very much time. If you focus on something for your sit-down session, how much you improve. And I can't emphasize this enough, and there's no matter what I teach people and what I show people, if they don't go home and practice it the way I tell them to practice it, they're not going to improve. They're not going to, at least not at the pace that they'd like to. But you're going home and you're doing things like I'm suggesting. You're doing this over and over and over again, and that's what you have to do. That's exactly what you have to do. Otherwise, you know what? It just never gets better.
And wow, is it difficult to learn that pinky bend that you have there?
Yes. Try it. Did I lie? It's difficult.
You can do it like with this.
But yeah, it is. It just takes practice.
Practice.
You know, one of my more technically challenging songs I play is classical gas.
Have you heard of classical gas?
Yes.
I'm always changing it though, so I'm never quite happy with what I've got. But how did I get there? By working on just a little piece at a time, right? Just a... I didn't try to do the whole song every time I practice it. You can't. You have to do a little bit at a time, and then you put the pieces together before you can really get proficient. And as you know, when you get good at just a little piece, it's very satisfying. You're going, wow, now I can do this. can do this. Wow, see? And then now you gotta go. Now you gotta work on that. Let me see you do that. Pinch all 4 strings,
Oh.
and then the 3 without the bass. Pick up your finger. While you're let me hear it. Keep that. There you go. Keep on. You're holding it up too long. Put it back down quicker than that. Like that. There you go. Feel that? Now all of a sudden you're in the groove, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See. So now you have to go, and that's really fast. There's no space between those notes. It's not like you can hesitate. It's a little easy. Once you get past this part, it's that from the A to the C sharp minor and hitting that, getting that note to ring out. You have to hear that. So work on this thing. Because once you get this groove going, and you're doing it here, now you're feeling the groove and you're doing it everywhere. Yeah, see, so it's that little, once you feel that groove, then it starts to make sense. When you go to another chord, now you're doing the same. F sharp minor. See, boom, boom. Just keep that thing going back and forth with it, and you're starting to feel it. Very good. What was I going to do today? Oh, besides that, was Seminole Wind. How's that coming? Are you singing it now?
Try.
What's Yoda say?
Try.
No, there is no try. There is only do or do not.
You know, what's funny is I used to have the little sign with Yoda on my door.
Did you?
Yeah.
And I'm just teasing. Good that you're trying. I'm glad that you're trying. This is not my songbook. Do you have that song handy?
Seminole Wind. Yes,
Hey, I need a bigger key.
Did you always teach? Was this
From the day I was born. No. Did I always teach? Yeah.
I mean, is that your career?
No.
No.
I'm what you call semi-retired now.
Yeah, my husband says that too. He's semi-retired. Ha ha ha.
All right.
Probably work
Let's hear
harder
it.
now than before.
What's the recommended strum, by the way, up on top? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right?
Yes.
I don't know.
That's what that was.
That's what that is, yeah. I don't know if I like that.
I didn't understand.
Okay. I guess it is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Ever since the days of old men would search for wealth untold, they dig for silver and for gold and leave the empty hole. Way down south in the Everglades, the blackwater rolls and the sawgrass waves. The eagles fly and the otters play in the land of the Seminole. the home of the Seminole, the alligator in the gun. Keep going. Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long lost friend. I know blow, blow from Okeechobee all the way up to Micanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminole, the alligator in the dark. Robbers came and took its toll, and in the name of flood control, they made their plans and they drained the land. Now the blades are going dry. Last time I walked in the swamp, stood upon the cypress stump. I listened close and I heard the blues, the Osceola cry. So blow, 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 blow like you're never gonna blow again. Calling to you like a long lost friend. I know who you are. Blow, blow from Okeechobee, way up to Micanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminole, the alligator in the
How are you doing on Moonlight Sonata? Can we hear it?
Oh, he's confident in that one.
Yeah, he jumped right
He's
on
good
that.
on that one.
Jumped right on that.
Yeah, he's like, oh, sure, I know this one.
I definitely heard a few parts there where I pulled off to a good like change. But
Pretty good. I would slow it down in places. Slow it, speed it up, slow it down. Put a little more emotion into it, but that was good. A couple mistakes, as you know. I don't have to tell you. Meligania?
I was gonna say, where did that song go? We haven't heard that in a while.
the game gets pretty good, and I was wondering, would you be able to like that?
Sure.
I'm taking that as a yes.
Depends on, yeah, you can. I don't do a lot of, but if I want to spice it up, again, once you have this as a foundation, yeah, do that stuff. Do what you want. Make it, change it up. You could turn this into a 5-minute song with that kind of thing, you know. So go ahead and play.
With
Whatever you want, play. I need more volume than that, man. Play it so humans can hear it. All right, so let's go up. Let's capo up for a second, okay? Let's
That's a
capo
cool
up.
one. Is that the rolling capo?
Huh?
I just asked, is that a rolling capo?
Yeah.
And you did.
Let's go to second fret. Okay, so let's try Seminole Wind there and see how that does with the voices, okay?
Blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. Calling to you like a long lost friend. I know you are.
I can do it, but I'm more comfortable with it open.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to show you. Now, but what you might like doing is trying like see how you like that. See, different things.
That sounded good on the second fret. Yeah.
There are a lot of songs that I do with a capo. I have to. There's some instrumentals that I do, and I think I showed you before where I like to do "Here Comes the Sun," capoed on
Yeah.
the second fret. Just sounds to me that's the place for it. So you play around with your capo, play with your capo, and do stuff with it. And see, you do "House of the Rising Sun," right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
so-
I keep
So let's do that. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun. It's been a run of many a poor boy, and Lord, I know. See, that's where I like it for my voice. And I just,
yeah.
and yeah, I like it there better for my voice. If I do it open, then it's gonna get a little bit too low, which is all right, because it's kind of a dark song, but I'm more comfortable there. So every song's different. I do a lot of James Taylor, capoed up, because that's where he plays them, and they sound good. His voice and mine are about the same, range-wise. So that's something that I want you to start experimenting with, is capoing and trying. All right, we're done, Lisa.
Yeah.
All right, so work on that new groove for the chorus of "While My Guitar Gently Weeps."
Yes.
Okay.
Focus on
Keep
that.
working on the alternating, the independent thumb page, okay, that we're
Yes.
doing. And that's the main thing I really want you to really focus on. You're doing really well on Meligane. Obviously, you got Moonlight Sonata down. And have you actually written out a repertoire? Do you have a written out repertoire?
Yes. I have not put in, I have like Summon the Winds, Meligania.
Good.
What's one for Grandma?
Moonlight.
Moonlight Sonata.
Moonlight
Yeah.
Sonata. Yeah, so
And I will add the
yeah,
remaining ones.
make sure you have it written down so that when you're sitting down for a practice session, you can remember. You can remember,
I need to
and
know.
then you can go through them and play them all.
Yep.
Because I forget all the time what I know. I have to have my list in front of me.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm much older than you and forget.
Oh, no, just a couple.
Just a couple of years. But it's still, it happens to us all. So write it down,